GYMDAD Fitness. Today we have our first Eaa'S BCA hydration review, and no better than the Jack's Nutrition, which if you guys were with me on this one, let me grab it real quick. We reviewed the Jacked Up, and this was a hard-hitting daily driver, no alpha yo content, and just one that was smooth and had pumps for days. And as you can see, I freaking love this one because I hardly have anything left. It's one of my go-tos. I've also used this as almost like a nootropic for days when I train really early in the morning, such as vacation where I need like a little afternoon pick-me-up, or sometimes in the mornings. And when I first get up before taking the dog on a long walk, I'll take like 1/4 scoop, just get me like 150 milligrams of caffeine, just a little touch to wet the whistle. And because I don't work out until, most of the days it's 4 to 5 o'clock, so get up at 6:30 to walk the dog. Figure I can do that and it'll be completely out of the system by then. So I don't do that all the time, but days I'm dragging a little bit, and I will be hitting reviews on these beauties too. From my first, I've done a few protein reviews. It's been a while though, but I knew I had to hit these ones when I saw the character in this bottle. Look at that! All you '90s kids got to be thinking Johnny Bravo, man. Look, freaking beautiful. Got Johnny Bravo vanilla graham cracker or vanilla wafers and Johnny Bravo peanut butter jelly. I don't think it actually says Johnny Bravo, but it looks exactly like it, man. So I knew 90s kids would love this one. I love finding unique small company proteins, so what better? And then we're just going to do the standard Jack's pre-workout as well. So we're going to hit it all from these guys. They were pumped about the a review on Jack's Up, and so reached out to me. And also, look at these badass shirts over here, man. They do a hell of a job with their labeling logos. It's nothing too crazy, too flashy. They're all kind of a little bit different, unique. And I've actually for the flavoring of these Eaa'S, I got Miami Vice right here, and then sour green apple. And so I took Miami Vice last night. I do a sauna at night, and I like to do like a hydration matrix. I use a lot of Edmonds hydration. It's like a salt. It's a whole non-iodized salt, and I actually don't really take much BCAs, to be honest, because especially where I'm kind of bulking. I call it calorie surplus. I don't call it a bulk. But if I'm in a calorie surplus, unless I can get it for a crazy good deal, I don't really see I feel like every year there's new research, new beliefs on BCAs, Eaa'S, if you need it or not. And it's been in my regimen probably 90% of my fitness journey, but currently it's not. And this is going to change that. And also it has to do sometimes with the price. Like I've bought a few off a Supplement Hunt, which I've mentioned before. They sell stuff at discount, and some of them just suck. And like I had one that I recently bought it just was awful. Taste was terrible. So like a lot of these things, like if the taste is any good, it's like there's not enough. Like to me, if you're eating enough calories, you're eating enough meats and proteins and stuff like that, it's not essential that you have a branched chain amino acid. It might just be a little bit of icing on top of the cake, but as far as if it's really gonna make any difference, nah. To me, it's something that you do when you're in a calorie deficit, and it's something also that you enjoy. You need to enjoy it. And I also not only, okay, so number one, I have to enjoy it. Number two, it's got to have some sort of hydration benefit as well. So I'm not just like banking on the branched chain amino acids providing all the benefit. There's actually something else, a little more bang for my buck in it. And then also I want to see it at least at the 5 grams of the the big three, the valine, leucine, isoleucine. And I would also like to see the essential amino acids. I think there's like 9 of them or like 6 of them. I can't remember. I'm not like some scientist or anything like that. I just know they help protein synthesis and help muscle recovery, and that they can be found in a lot of meats and consumed through the diet. But most of them have to be consumed through the diet, not made in the body. I think all of these ones listed here, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not like the amino acid expert, but I've been using these damn things for over a decade, so I got a little bit knowledge of what I look for as far as like what's on the label and the different factors that like make a good product over a bad product. And overall, I tried finding this on the Jack's Nutrition website. Hopefully they put it up here soon, but I don't even see it out there yet. I hope the price is decently fair, because they freaking load you up. You have 30 servings, 17.8 grams per serving. And hear me out here. So even if this is on the pricier side, which you see sometimes for these smaller brands, you are getting a whopping 9.5 grams of the big three, the leucine, isoleucine, valine. And then to complement that, you also got 500 milligrams of coconut water powder. And that is what we first saw that come on the market. Shout out to Chris Giffens, Cage Muscle, back when he made the HydroCharge. Ever since he came out the HydroCharge, everyone does the coconut water powder. And I want to say his had 500, and then like it had some like veggie mix, greens mix, or some sort of immune system support that was included in that as well. So you were getting a little bit more than just a 500, but just for reference, that product cost, I think it was like for 30 servings, it might have been around $30 or so. And then you also have the lysine, theanine, forgive me for these pronunciations, I'm just reading them off. Histidine base, methylphenidine, uh, peniphenidine, and triptophenidine. And I'll put that thing up on the screen, but I fucking always butcher the amino acid listing. But all I know, these are not produced by the body, meaning essential amino acids. You have to consume them through your diet. A lot of them can be found in meat, like I mentioned, and most of them are going to help with protein synthesis and just overall function of the body to recover and rebuild. Some of them muscle standpoint, some of them from just an overall recovery standpoint, from just your just your breaking down of general wear and tear through life and sleep and things like that. It's just, and some of them actually I think one or two at the bottom might have said something about complementing sleep. I think the last one might have been that triptophenidine or whatever, helped like melatonin production or some shit like that. But anyway, all in all, helps build muscle, building blocks of muscle. I remember like I'm going on a rant here, more on BCAAs, but they always seem to come. There's different time periods where people preach them more than others, and I started lifting around the Jay Cutler time period with when he was with BPI, and I remember the blocks was a big thing. Like I needed those blocks, branched chain amino acids, in order to get the proper recovery. I think in his video Living Large, he like took blocks. He had a bottle he set by his bed at night and would drink it. I remember like waking up in the night and chugging my blocks, thinking I'd go catabolic if I didn't have my branched chain amino acids in the middle of the night when my body was needing nutrition. And so it's one of those things that just cracks me up, the routines and ebbs and flows of the industry. But let's get into the taste test. I got some ice cold water here. Like I said, I've already done. I'm just gonna do like half a scoop because I don't want to go usually. Right now we are at 10 in the morning right now, and I'm between meals right now, so this might make a little bit of a bridge to get me to my next meal. I'm just doing half scoop of each, but we just did half scoop. And another thing to mention too is the strength, because some people like to mix their BCAAs in like a gallon, and they want to know like when you mix it with like the recommended ounces on the bottle, did it come in really strong? Because sometimes that's a positive for people, because then they could easily mix it with their jug. And they freaking nailed it. Like this Miami Vice, I don't know what Miami Vice is supposed to consist of. They didn't really mention. I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me, but it tastes like a fruit punch to me. Yeah, it's definitely some sort of punch, some sort of tropical beverage. But just outstanding. Like 10 out of 10 flavor. What I would like to see in a brand. This thing checks all the boxes I'd like to see in a branched chain amino acid. And it's stout. Like it's strong. That was half a scoop with 12 ounces of water. So I'm thinking these guys, what they designed this is for the big time gym bro. They want you carrying around your massive GYMDAD Fitness gym jug, and they want you filling one scoop of this thing with 10 grams of BCAAs, and they want you sipping on this bad boy throughout the day. And I mean, I remember Chris Giffens during back in his reviews would put like 20 grams in a bottle and drink through the day. So everyone kind of has their own preference and belief. And this one I haven't opened yet. This is a sour green apple gummy. And same label breakdown, obviously, like they're not going to change it between flavors. And the sweeteners people do want to know, because sometimes the sucrose is a deal breaker. I know I was pretty damn sure it'd be in here, and it is. Sucrose is in there. Obviously, no aspartame. I've never seen a fucking pre-workout product with aspartame in it. There's like a Transparent Labs commercial that's he's like reading a label and reads aspartame. I'm like, I've only ever seen that in like Diet Cokes and stuff. But yeah, let me know if anyone's ever had aspartame in a supplement product before. Because I only ever see the sucrose, which to me, sucrose, if as long as I'm not in excess with my sucrose usage, which, you know, I have in my pre-workout, have in my intra, and my protein, and so that's 3 right there. And if I can limit my protein drink to just the post-workout one and just eat real food the rest of the day, I think you'll be all right. I'm no doctor though. So you got some coloring going on too, both of them. I don't know if that's a deal breaker. So all the artificial flavors and sweeteners people might not want to go with this one because we got both of those going on, but freaking tasty and loaded. The gym bros are going to enjoy this one for sure. And that one, just like I would have thought after having the last one, the sour green apple gummy. Exact comparison. If you guys remember Alpha Lion Hulk juice, tastes like that, except for you don't have like the stimulant aftertaste. So just like smoother Hulk juice from Alpha Lion is how I compare that. A lot more gummy than green apple. As you know, stealing one from GGH's playbook, probably like 90% gummy, 10% green apple. But all in all, freaking love these ones. This is a really cool company. Love supporting these smaller companies that put out like really high quality. These guys give it everything they got into this label. Like they just load you up. So you want to support people like that. And with you're getting huge bang for your buck here with the quantities and dosages. So I'm not sure what the price is, but take that into account too. My code GYMDAD knocks off a little bit on their website, the Jack's Nutrition website, and I'll put the detail below for that, and I'll reach out to them and see if we can get that up on the website too. But thanks for joining my first BCA review. Let me know if you like these kind of reviews. I'm obviously going to review their proteins, but I like to kind of diversify it a bit, get into a little bit more other products as well. But we'll like, subscribe, catch you on the next one.